Hey, it is Wednesday morning around 8 a.m. And oh, there's moon pie. It poured last night. It super poured last night. And the mama cat had two kittens on the front porch that had been there, and she wasn't there. And I knew it was getting ready to storm. It was getting so dark and it was thundering. And um, I went outside and I looked. Well, there was one kitten, and I was like, okay, that means she's moving the kittens because she knows it's about to rain. And so we were getting ready to watch our movie, Captain Marvel, and um, I was on the treadmill, which is right at the window, right there, right there. So I can see right out that window where there's a glare now. That's where the kittens were. They were back behind that air compressor. That's why you can't see it. Anyway, that's where the kittens were. And I kept waiting for the mother and waiting for the mother. And I was looking on the camera to see when was the last time she was there. And I kept jumping off the treadmill and running and looking for her. And then the movie started, and I saw her come. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. And I didn't want to spook her or anything. So I just was on the ring watching to see what she was going to do. And she drank a lot of water. And then the kitten came running out to her, and she jumped down off the porch. And I thought, oh my gosh, what about the kitten? And I guess she had the kitten in her mouth. I don't know, because I couldn't tell from the camera. And I went outside and I looked, and she was gone. The kitten was gone. And I checked just behind the air compressor again just to be on the safe side. And it was gone. Both of them were gone. And so I came back inside and I thought, well, what if she was walking too fast and the kitten couldn't keep up? So I ran back outside and checked at the front of the yard here where they went. They went right past this window, and there was no kitten and no mama. They were already gone to get dry, and I was so relieved. I see a cat out in the yard right now. I don't know if I can pick it up on this phone. I was really relieved. And then last night when we went to bed, we were watching Beverly Hillbillies and Green Acres, and it started to pour. I mean, pour. And I was like, oh my gosh, what if the kittens are on the front porch? But then I remembered that they were gone, that Mama had taken them away. And she knew, man, she knew. I thought it was going to rain yesterday morning. And I was, thinking if those kittens are on the porch and it starts to rain, I got to go get them. And I had a towel ready. I was just going to drape the towel over them and scoop them up so I couldn't get bit. And look at this kitty. But she knew that it wasn't going to rain. And then when she sensed, I guess, that the storm was coming, she began taking the kittens, to safety. Ow, ow, ow. Detract. Oh, I think she's stuck in me. Yeah, she was stuck in me. Ooh, okay, that hurt for a minute. So make sure I'm not bleeding. So yeah, that was nerve-wracking. We're waiting on her to come back for that last kitten, and I could hear it on the camera. I heard it meow. I guess that's when she took one and left one, and the other one started to meow. Oh, it was so sad. Oh, but everything's okay because now she's got them and they're dry, and that's good. I wanted to bring them in, but they're too small. I think they still need the nurse. So, yeah. I worked on that yesterday. I made pretty good progress. I'm sorry you have to look at it sideways, but that's how it is on my frame because it's so big. And look at that. Oh, she is so adorable. Just adorable. I listed this morning. This is for sale in my Etsy shop now. I left the edges frayed because I do that with my art anyway, and I like the frayed edges. But it's got a zigzag seam, so it won't fray any more than that. That's the back. So that's listed, $40, free shipping in the US. And I worked on that a lot yesterday. I got a lot of the background done. I'm really digging that. And I started working on these little squares. They're not in order because it's going to be a poem when it's all done. But I started working on those. They each need a little bit more work done on them, but that's done with Easter egg dyes and ink and color pencil. And so it has really, I like the way it bleeds. I like the way those dyes bleed, so that's pretty cool. But you have to really let it dry, or it, kind of limits what you can do. So I was letting it dry as much as possible. Now that's dried overnight. I can go back and finish everything else on it. And then I got 2 more of those squares to do. And I finished this. Let me move it over here to this window. Oh, I really super love this. It's got a poem on it too. I gotta figure out, do I want to just sell it like this? Like a peace flag. This is how I used to sell my art all the time, just like this, just a peace flag. I might do that. Or I could put it down to a bigger piece of cloth. I could quilt it. I could embellish it. I don't know. Because I got all these embellishments and I really need to start moving them on out of here. Getting them out of here because I made a decision. You're so precious, Moon Pie. I'm going to redo my studio again, but not now. It's going to take a while because when we put down that floor in the living room, I'm going to bring my fainting sofa, which is right there. I got that off the side of the road. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before that. And I love that thing. I'm going to bring it in here, and it's going to go right there. And I want to just give this place like a bohemian makeover. I got a lot of things that, could be really showcased to be cute if I could clear out some stuff. So I've got to clear out that cart. And that cart is loaded with stuff, embellishments. But that's got to go. I'm going to keep that easel and this little cabinet because I love that. And the music stands, yeah. The trunks, of course. And then that, just drawers, that cabinet. This table's got to go. I'm still debating on that. That can probably stay because it's fine where it's at. Probably just leave that there. But take that table out. Take that cart out. Take some of these ironing boards down. That coffee table holding all that yarn, that needs to go. I'm thinking I'll lower one of these ironing boards and put it in front of that fainting couch and use it for a coffee table. Or I could bring the trunk that's in front of it now in here and use it for a coffee table. And I don't have to worry about yoga room in here because that living room will be super cleaned out. And I'll be able to practice yoga in there. So that'd be fine. It's a precious kitty. Where's the other one? I don't know where he's at. So, yeah. I think it'd be pretty cool. And I don't think that sofa will come out but to probably right there at that line. So it'll take up that space. But I think it'd be really cool to have that sofa there with the window behind it, and yeah, I like that. So, it doesn't seem like I'm getting rid of enough, does it? Well, it will be, though, because the ironing boards will come down. I'll get rid of that table. What I want to have is just one table. I'd like to have a round table, I think. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I really hate to get rid of my ironing boards. I like them. But for the right table, it'd be fine. Or maybe I'll just take the 2 ironing boards and put them together and put a cloth over them right over here somewhere. When I say over here, I mean here. So I don't know. We'll play that by ear. I guess the first thing will be to get the sofa in here and just build the room around it. And I don't know why I'm putting the sofa back in my studio because I never sit down. But it just be nice to have it in here. And I might change my mind from all this and go, are you crazy? Because you're not lounging when you're in the studio. You're working when you're in the studio. So I don't know. If you know of Magnolia Pearl, I'm going for that kind of vibe. I really like that. Anyway, I'm going to go because I got to go make slaw. Wayne went fishing yesterday and came home with a bunch of catfish, and I don't want any. I don't like that stuff, but I'm a vegetarian. But I'll make fish sandwiches tonight and French fries for Wayne and Sky, and we don't have any slaw, so I got to make slaw. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it over with this morning and make slaw. Wayne will probably rest a lot today because he went on that big fishing trip on Saturday. That was like 6 hours away, and then he went yesterday, and he was like over an hour away. So, and then tomorrow we got the doctor, and me and Sky go run to the store in the morning, I guess, really quick, and that's that. So I'm gonna go, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. Today I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to work on those paintings and that sun, and I still got to work on that weaving. And I don't have as much time to work today as I did have because Wayne will be home today, and when he's home I don't get as much done, but I'll get done as much as I can. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Bye. I'm waving to you.